Hi guys, welcome to this new lesson. In today's class, we will talk about the types of widgets. Okay, this classification. But first, let me delete this. Perfect. If you go to FlutterFlow documentation, here, you can find this classification. Okay, this is the same that we can see here. So let's talk about this classification. First, you can see here that we have commonly used elements. These are widgets that we will almost always use to create an application. For example, a text. It's difficult to see an application without a text. We need texts in the application. Also, you need an image. Almost always you will see an image in an app. The same for the button. Also the container. This container is a special widget that we will study later. Okay? And the column is also another type of important widget because this column allows us to put the widgets in vertical order. And the same for the row. It's a very important widget because it allows us to put the widgets inside in a horizontal order. It's very difficult to create an application without these widgets. For that the name. Commonly used elements. Okay guys? Perfect. Let me delete this. Now we have this second type of widget, layout elements. A simple way to see this type of widget is thinking this widget as a parent. Okay? These widgets are parent widgets. Why? Because they contain other widgets. What widgets? The base elements. Let me show you a simple example. Here we have a column. This is a layout element. This column allows us to put inside a base element, for example, a text. Okay, as you can see, or even an icon. Also, you have this container. You can put inside this container a base element, for example, a circle image. As you can see here. Even you can put here a stack. And inside the stack, you can put, for example, a button. You can put also a text. The text is here. Even you can put here an icon button and so on. As you can see, the stack allows us to put a widget over other widgets. To know more about this widget, I suggest you check the documentation. As you can see here, we have the stack and we have the explanation for each widget. Anyway, we will see this widget later in one of our projects. If you want, you can use also a different type of layout element. For example, here we have a page view. Okay. If you go to widget tree, you can see that the page view allows you to put different pages inside. And you can scroll in these pages. For example, if you click here in page view, you can see that you have here some options, some properties. In this case, you can see that we are using a horizontal order in this page view. If you click here in this eye, you can see how this page view works. You can change in this way, in horizontal way. If you want, you can put this in vertical. I will refresh. And now it's in vertical. We will learn later how to use this page view, don't worry. But what is important in this part of the course? That we have inside this page view some images. Why? Because page view is a layout element An image is a base element. This is the parent and this is the child. Now let's see page elements. I will delete this. Nice. What is a page element? This is a widget that can be used only at the page level. For example, if you want to put inside this column this widget, this is a flooring action button, you can see here the widget, but this widget is not inside the column. This widget is inside the home page, okay? Inside the home page. It's very, very, very important. You can see that this widget is in the page, in the home page. It's not in the column. For example, I will add here a text. This text is inside the column, but this flooring action button is not inside the column. It's inside the page. Why? Because this is a page element. These widgets can be only elements of the page. Okay? It's the same case for the app bar. If you go to widget tree, you can see that the app bar is a page element. Okay? Nice. What else? Also, these page elements can be used only one time in the page. For example, if you want to put here another flooring action button, you can see this error. Okay, because we have a flooring action button in the page in the scaffold. We have here, this is the scaffold, this is the page, okay, the scaffold. We already have here a flooring action button. It's the same for the app bar. For example, I will try to add another app bar here. And we have the same error. Finally, we have 4 elements. Let me delete this and this. You will use this type of widget when you want the user provides an input. For example, here we have this text field. The user will write here a text. The user will put an input here. The same for the other cases. For example, this drop down. Here we are asking the user for an input. For that, the user will select an option. We can define different types of options. Okay. If you want to preview this, let me show you. Okay, we have here the 2 options. Nice guys, see you in the next lesson.